yen versus the USD. We're hanging out at 159, back close to the real danger zone of 160, 161, 162. That is where I think we're going to see intervention by the Bank of Japan. We do have about 7 days until we're going to see their monetary policy come out. We also have the FOMC meeting for the Fed here on the 29th, which will be about 24 or 48 hours after the Bank of Japan issues their financial guidance for the markets. Fed also looking like they may end up having to raise rates. That is not good for the economy here. You've got credit markets in a situation. People need liquidity. People have bet on interest rates coming down, leverage themselves so that they can refinance. We've got global debt at an all-time high. Another interesting statistic, just before we jump into the questions, the largest percentage of holders of equities are now 70 years plus in age. There's a huge discrepancy between 40 years and younger and 70 years and older. Traditionally, that's been somewhere between 5 and 6%. So there's 17% of the entire stock market is held by people that are 70 plus, and only 3% is currently being held by people that are younger than 40 years old. Just for perspective, that was much closer to like 6% back in the early 90s and 2000s, the discrepancy between the two. Obviously, people that are older have had more time to invest in stocks and are going to hold a larger portion in comparison to somebody that's in their 40s. But that just shows the large discrepancy between those that are that age and the younger generation, and also kind of highlights the wealth transfer that's going to be occurring in the not too distant future. Inevitably, we are all going to pass away. A lot of what we do at Digital Ascension Group is work with people so that there's continuity. You have next gen planning, and all those assets pass and they don't go through probate. They're structured the right way. So, if you are in that demographic, awesome to be there. I think you're living your best life. Boomers have had a really good run, and probably the ones that are watching this are invested in crypto, and I think we'll continue to have a good run. This person says a bunch of people saying AMC over here. I haven't looked at AMC in a while. Let's take a look at that real quick. Stock. We had a little bump today. We're up 2%. It's looking good. It's looking like it might go on another run here, similar to what we saw for Wall Street Bets. Is way down from what we saw back in 2021 during that period. And maybe there's a bunch of shorts again